Wightman.
To ask the Scottish Government what its response is to a recent report by the City of Edinburgh Council that requested licensing powers under the Civic Government Scotland Act 1982 to allow local authorities to licence the use of domestic property for short-term letting.
Minister Kevin Stewart.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I understand the pressure in some parts of the country for new controls over short-term letting of residential properties, and we want to address that. And that is why in our programme for government we have committed to working with local government, communities and business interests to ensure that local authorities have appropriate regulatory powers. This will ensure local authorities can take decisions that balance the needs and concerns of their communities with wider economic and tourism interests. These powers will allow local authorities to protect the interests of local communities whilst providing a safe, quality experience for visitors. Licensing may or may not be a part of the solution. The solution must be based on the best possible evidence. We have already established a short-term lets delivery group of officials from across government to examine the issues around short-term letting. That group will consider the existing powers local authorities have and gather evidence as to whether further measures are required. The Government is concerned about the potential negative impact of short-term lets on communities, which is why we are prepared to legislate if that is what is needed.
Andy Wightman.
I thank the Minister for his answer and welcome the programme for government announcement, and I'm glad we're beyond sandboxes and data observatories. But the specific request from Edinburgh was for powers under Section 44 of the Civic Government Scotland Act 1982. So first of all, will he bring forward a statutory instrument to provide those powers, and if so, when? Second, can he confirm that such powers will be available to all local authorities? And third, can he confirm that such powers will be framed in broad terms to allow each local authority to develop their own licensing scheme, or indeed no licensing scheme, as they see fit in relationship to their own local needs?
Minister.
Presiding Officer, we acknowledge the concerns that have been expressed by the City of Edinburgh Council. And we welcome their contribution to the thinking around how best to manage short-term lets in their paper published on the 1st of August. Government officials meet with Edinburgh City Council on a regular basis and will be considering the Council's proposals carefully. We'll work with them and other councils who may have different views and with stakeholders to ensure the right balance is struck between adequate accommodation for visitors and, of course, ensuring permanent housing stock.